Christmas fucking markets, what a load of shite. £14 for one of them fucking hot dogs now.
Frankly, this is the worst selection box ever because the only nice thing is the Freddo, and that's tiny, so that's a load of shit. For £1.70, no thank you.
Good guys, is the rip-off. Yeah, you believe this? Pie and chips, £12 knife, right? This. Yeah, it's every task to be done, innit?
Traumatised A&E nurse has issued a warning to B&M Bargains Christmas shoppers.
Don't know who needs to hear this, but don't even think about it.
Parents out there who can't get a fucking flat and they're being given to these, and I'm gonna say it, people, I'm gonna say it because you're gonna have to fucking hear it. We're giving the flats to these fucking
Are you on this planet? Are you delusional? I am trying not to be angry about yesterday, but it was a complete shit show of an event. We were supposed to be doing a Christmas market, which is apparently one of the best in the area. My business is still fairly new. We've only been going about 13 months. So last year, we were late to apply for the Christmas markets. So we were going to go for this specific one. We applied for it, we got through, and then they emailed to say it's been cancelled. Right, okay. Bit of a bummer because we didn't get into another two on other weekends. It's so hard to get into. In a matter of 2 days, another business emailed us and said, we are running the Christmas event instead of this Christmas event that's been cancelled. Would you like to go ahead? And we were unsure because they'd never done it at this place before. We'd never heard of it. It wasn't established. It was £240. A lot of Christmas markets are expensive. The original one I think was £450, but they had 20,000 people, so they had 20,000 footfall, so it would have paid for it. But this one was £240, and I was thinking it's a little bit expensive for not being established, for being new, because it was 5 minutes away from the original place where it was being held. But everybody who would have gone to the original place will still want to go to a Christmas market, so they'll obviously go to this other place. And they emailed saying, we've only got a few spaces left, you know, you need to put your application in. So we did, and we thought, you know what, fuck it, we'll try. But in that time, we'd already applied for Knaresborough Christmas market, and we'd got in. So I'd said to my dad, let's just do both. You do one, I'll do the other. I turned up yesterday, it was in a big warehouse type thing, and I was looking around for like 15-20 minutes for somebody. He went around to tell me where my pitch is, and he was like, oh no, I'm really, they're all in a meeting, you'll have to wait. They're in a meeting at the exact time exhibitors are arriving. So all these people were sat in this glass box at the top.
Welcome to Blighty Blighted, your daily reminder that Christmas markets are where common sense goes to die. Let's talk about Christmas markets in the UK. Festive on the outside, absolute daylight robbery on the inside. People wander in all starry-eyed, hear a bit of music, smell burnt sugar, and suddenly their brain switches off completely. £5 for a sausage that looks like it's had a hard paper round. £8 for a mug of mulled wine served lukewarm in a cup the size of a thimble. And don't forget, £10 for something labelled artisan that was clearly made yesterday in an illegal sweatshop by someone called Abdul. I've been around a long time and I've seen some nonsense. But charging £14 for cheesy chips should be a criminal offence. People queue up happily too, smiling, taking photos, handing over cash like it's Monopoly money. Then they complain afterwards. Well, what did you expect? A bargain at a Christmas market, for goodness sake. And the tat. Good grief. Wooden ornaments, candles that smell like disappointment, jumpers that itch just by looking at them. All wildly overpriced, all bought because it's festive.
It got to 3:30, not sold a single thing. Nobody down my row had sold a single thing. And I don't want to be horrible, But where it was held at this retreat spa thing. So to me, I was like, oh, it's quite, it'll be quite, hopefully, a nice place. No, it was a lodge spa. Don't want to be offensive. The only people that came to the Christmas market were off that campsite. It was nuts. We have a pet brand, premium pet brand, and I have worked my ass off for a year, and I was just dumbfounded. People were walking past and saying, this looks like a jumble sale. And it did. It looked like a horrific jumble sale. And I was like, I am associating my brand with this. So it got to 3:30 and this guy came over and he was moaning and he was a customer and kept going on and on. I was like, oh, you are the last person I want to be speaking to right now. Like, my day's already shit. Like, I don't need like negative vibes as well. Anyway, I ended up chatting to him and he was like, what do you mean you haven't sold anything? And I was like, no. I was like, I haven't sold a thing. And at first he was like, I'm not paying £45 for a blanket for my dog to chew it up. That's not going to happen. Why would I spend that much on my dog? And I thought, oh, here we go. Like, please, just don't then. Don't spend it. And then after, he ended up buying 2 large and a small blanket because he felt that sorry for me. He was like, I cannot believe it. He was like, this is absolutely crazy. And he is supposed to be holding an event there next year. And he was like, have they done any marketing? I was like, no. I was like, they have. Honestly, they had like stalls inside, then they had like a trinkety type room for like jewellery and like smaller bits, and then they had the food trucks all outside, some food trucks inside. So I'd say like well over 100 stalls at £240 each, 24 grand, and then £5 for people for parking. Who's been scammed? Who has been scammed? So it got to, I said, I don't want to kick off, and I am generally not one to complain. And I spoke to my sister will speak up for herself. We're very different. I'll just like get on with it. She was like, you better say something. I was like, oh no, I will. And it got to like 3:30, so I called, or 3 o'clock, I called the guy over, and I was like, oh, can we just speak to you? So we'd made a little alliance. There was like 5 of us, and the thing is we were more disappointed, not only the money that we'd paid out for this, but the loss in earnings as well, because a lot of people like knocked other markets on the head, because they were saying that this is the alternative to that one, and that they're gonna, it's gonna have so much marketing behind it, and this, that, and the other, and people can make like £1,000, and people didn't even get a sale. Like, I ended up buying stuff from other stall holders because I felt terrible. I was like, well, this guy's bought stuff off me, so I need to pass this on to them. So it was just horrendous. And I said to him, and we'd found out that the original market still went ahead. The original market still went ahead. So everybody still went there. What? And they were getting charged £40 a day. £40 a day to do the original market. Yet we paid £240 to do this market, which was supposed to be the alternative. And I said to the guy, and he came up, and I was speaking to one of the organisers, and the other organiser came over, and he was like, look, there's been a crash, that's why nobody's here. I said, excuse me, I said, it's 3 o'clock. I said, there's no excuse for what's happened all day. I said, nobody has been here all day. I said, what have you done to market this? You've had like over £24,000. You haven't had anything to pay out because you own this unit. So like, tell me. And he was like, it's been on the radio, it's been on bus. He said it's been on bus stops. Who advertises on bus stops nowadays? Anyway, but it's been on bus stops, it's been on buses, it's been on the radio, it's been on social media. I said, it hasn't been on social media. I said, because I'm on social media and I haven't seen one post, and I follow you. It has not been on social media. And he was like, yes, it has, and just walked off. So I said to the other guy, I said, I will be asking for my money back. He said, how? I was like, well, you've sold us it under false pretenses, because this other market is still going ahead. This is not the alternative. This is not the alternative. This is just another one that is 5 minutes down the road on the same weekend. Like, are you all delusional? Like, it's just absolutely nuts. And also, I said to him, how did you get our emails? He was like, what do you mean? And I said, well, how did you get our emails to email us to say that this is the alternative? Well, isn't your email on your website? And no, not this email, not the email you've emailed me on. And the lady next to me, she said, well, you emailed me on my personal email and that's not anywhere. And his face drops. So can you explain to us where you've got our emails from? Because this is against GDPR. If you've taken it from the previous market, which he'd moved across from because he'd got made redundant, if you'd taken our information, that is so against GDPR. And normally I'm not that kind of bitch, I'm not, but I was just fuming because they were like, well, you're not getting your money back. I said, I'm not coming tomorrow. He said, why? I said, well, why would I spend a day? I said, we've got another market running at the same time, which my dad is doing. And I was like, why would I spend my time here trying to sell to nobody? There's nobody here, why would I do that? And I was like, why would I leave him by himself? And he was like, well, if you don't come tomorrow, it might be really busy tomorrow and you won't stand any chance of getting your money back. So I am going today, I'm going for an hour, 10 till 11, and then I'm going to pack up and then I'm going to go and join my dad at the other market. And he was like, so are you doing it next year? Pardon, what? What? Am I doing it next year? Are you on this planet? Are you delusional? Are you on this planet? Oh, I just cannot believe it. Will be complaining because this is just absolutely nuts. If it was like 40, 50 quid, which some, you know, small markets are doing, then fair enough, it is what it is. Like, you've lost your money, you haven't made anything. But to have been sold it under false pretenses and to have made such a loss when it's such a big weekend for people who sell for Christmas, and you've lost out on that because you favoured them over somebody else because they were going to market it properly. Like, it's just a massive kick in the teeth. I was like, have we been scammed? I feel like we've been scammed. So I'm just driving there now. This is a really long video, but yeah, so I'm quite fuming actually, and I'm just off to the car boot sale to go and set up for an hour and then leave. I hope that the other market does really well again. But yeah, if anyone's got any advice on where I stand, I will be putting it into ChatGPT to look at the legalities.
Crazy news in York because 3 police officers were assaulted during an incident at York Christmas Market. Let me explain. But reports are saying that this incident actually happened on Tuesday, but it's not too clear what this man actually did. The only thing that's been reported is the fact that police received reports that a man was causing disorder at York Christmas Market. And then by the sounds of it, that man then assaulted not 1, not 2, but 3 police officers. He was obviously arrested and he has now been charged and he's due to appear in court today, which, dare I say it, is not very Christmassy, is it? What reports say Stuart Tether, who's 44 and from York, has been charged with criminal damage, assaulting a police officer and 2 counts of assaulting an emergency worker. So I'm assuming the whole criminal damage thing was probably the disorder that was reported to police, but he was remanded into custody and is due to appear at York Magistrates Court later, the force has added. So by the time you're watching this video, he's already appeared in court, but there's so far no updates on what actually happened in court. But obviously, with it being at York Christmas Market, it's one of the biggest Christmas markets I think in the UK, there's going to be a lot of witnesses, so he's pretty much screwed. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, and make sure you follow him for all the latest news.
Did you like that turkey, Jim?
A little bit dry, wasn't it, Bab?
Did you, Mum? I've never liked turkey, Barbara. Do you like it, Dave?
But take it or leave it, me, Barbara.
Did you like it, Denise?
No, I didn't like it. It's no flavour.
How about you, Anthony?
Not bothered, really.
Oh, I don't think I'll bother getting a turkey next Christmas.
What's the matter?
We've got to have a turkey at Christmas.
Bloody hell, Bab, don't be such a bloody killjoy.
Have you fallen for these fake AI Christmas videos outside of Buckingham Palace? Well, if you have, you are not the only one. Well, I came down to check it out from the Metro offices, and all it is just a couple of pigeons and puddles. One Londoner called James told me he was one of around 30 people who came on Sunday night and left feeling very disappointed. So who is responsible for the fake images? This account, which has 2.5 million followers, posted the viral images. They are ran by a US travel company which claims to make 7 viral posts a day, and it doesn't seem to matter if they're true or not. They made the post after the palace announced a Christmas special was coming to their regular souvenir store. Another accounts have followed suit, and now the rumour has spread like wildfire. Buckingham Palace have been forced to put out a statement confirming they are not holding a Christmas market. Considering the images do look a little bit too perfect in the run-up to Christmas, is it a surprise people are falling for it?
Is it just me, or is there no shit in Poundland for £1 anymore? Go on then. Where's pound stuff? Where is it? Where is it?
This shocking scam, you guys need to watch out for. That's happening in the UK everywhere, and I wanted you guys to be alert of it because it's a bit concerning, so listen up. So what happens is you get either an email or a text message saying, congratulations, you won this much money, please click on the link. Do not click on the link, because my mother did it. She clicked on the link and then somehow it got into her phone. So she was seeing just random payments after a week going out from her phone, and she was like, these are not my, I have not done this. So she started investigating and went to the bank and told them that it's not, she hadn't done this. And what seems to happen was when she clicked on the link, somehow these hackers or scammers got into her phone and went into her online banking. And you say, oh, you can't go into the online banking. I don't know what they've done. It's maybe because she had her passcode for her phone and the online banking the same. So one advice is, do not ever have the same code for your phone and for your online banking. It's a lesson to be learned, but I just want you guys to be alert. And when you get these kind of messages, just ignore it. It's not worth it, because what have you really entered to win? If you have entered some sort of competition, make sure you just call them up to find out. These kind of messages, some people are just naive, just fall for it to think, oh, I want something. And sometimes our greed gets the better of us. So make sure you stay alert and let others know, because concerning.
Would you fall for this image? Well, somebody on Facebook, because it's always somebody on Facebook falling for AI slop, posted a Christmas market supposedly being set up right outside Buckingham Palace, with this image being episode 7 of Is This AI or Is This Real? Christmassy edition. I went to Buckingham Palace coincidentally last year on a random week in late November on a Monday morning, and there was still so many people around. This photo would have at least 20 times the number of people and would be super crowded. To say, if you look carefully at the image, you've got a bunch of lights shooting up to supposedly the sky. I'm not even sure what's supposed to be holding these things up. One person who got interviewed by The Independent on this said he found around 30 people falling for this. So realistically, there's at least hundreds of people gathered around to be fooled. This story was so ridiculous it even made it onto the mainstream news. Luckily for these easily gullible middle-aged women, there's at least 20 real Christmas markets within a walkable or train distance journey. But honestly,
public of the Manchester City Christmas markets, everywhere has became halal. Can't find a normal pork sausage anywhere. It's not the same anymore. They're taking over. I'm seeing hijabis, Muslim men everywhere. What is this? Alhamdulillah, people.
What unfolded in the middle of a packed Christmas market left shoppers frozen in disbelief, and the cameras caught every second of it. A man walked straight into the festive crowds, not to enjoy the lights or the atmosphere, but to broadcast a message designed to get a reaction. As people browsed stalls and families gathered around decorations, he began loudly declaring that the market should become Islamic, turning the peaceful setting into a stage for his performance. Every line was delivered with confidence, almost as if he wanted the shock value. At moments he even mocked the food stalls, pointing out which ones weren't serving pork and using it to taunt the people around him. His behavior wasn't about debate or discussion, it was about stirring tension and capturing attention on camera. Footage shows him weaving through the crowd with a smug expression, laughing as though the disruption itself was the goal. One man, one agenda, and a deliberate attempt to create conflict in a place meant for celebration. What would you do if you witnessed something like this in person? Let me know in the comments.
Apparently, it was a priceless the other day, right? And fucking loads of old tat this hell. Absolute shite. Fucking £6 for a fucking one little dollop of ice cream. Absolute shit. And people go there. And then, what gets me is there's these same people, right? When you give them a price for a fucking job like window cleaning or something, they moan. Oh, Is that how much it is? Oh, I didn't know it was going to be that much. You've just paid 14 fucking quid for a fucking hot dog, right? And fucking 9 quid for a fucking beer, right? I'm going to clean your house like fuck. And you're moaning. Oh, fuck off. Honestly, what has the world come to? What has the world come to? It does my head in. They don't think twice about going in a pub, right? And paying like 6 quid for a lager or something. No one thinks twice of that. Oh, I don't know, £13. Oh, fuck off!
They think to be bang out of order. They used to be like a quid, and then they charge you 99p for the box. So it's £1.99, £1.99 just to have it in a box, or you follow me over here, Jeeves. It's £1.29, and you get it in a packet. Same amount of stuff for an extra 80p. I'm paying for cardboard. Oh, look at this, for £3.99 you can have a Rudolph cake. Very nice. Mother-in-law's coming to stay. I know what she'd like. She'd like a hand-painted Rudolph soap dispenser for £3.50. It's quite scary actually when you look at it. Gives me nightmares, that. Isn't that just Christmassy? I like that for £3.50. That's very nice.
Gingerbread plate.
I like that. That's nice. What do you put on that for £1.50? It's the smallest charcuterie board I've ever seen. I don't get it. What? A slice of cheese? I don't understand.
Does that stop you dribbling back in your cup?
Yeah, it's to stop you backwashing. I know. You'd think it was Christmas or something. Oh. Are you off there? Oh, she's busy. I know, you'd think it was Christmas.
Santa! What's going on? One of the elves made a joke about labour. This is what you get with Britain these days.
Santa, you missed Downing Street.
No, Ben, that was intentional. They're getting fuck all.
Santa, what you getting us, Starmer, for Christmas?
A big lump of shit, that's what.
Santa, look, you missed India.
No, Ben, that's Britain. Even though they're the same fucking thing these days.
Santa, all these kids say they want labour out for Christmas.
Oh, me too, elves, me too. Ben, what do you want for Christmas?
Labour out.
Oh, me too.
Merry Christmas, Ben.
That's offensive. You're not allowed to celebrate Christmas in Britain anymore.
What a joke. What's next, honestly?
Ben, why have you decorated your room for Christmas in November?
I don't believe in calendars. Merry Christmas to me.
So today I had a wee craving for a Kit Kat. So I bought a Kit Kat. A 4-finger one as well, for a greedy bitch. But I was looking at it and I was like, why is it so small? Is that really so small now? This is pathetic, I know it is, but there we go. And I read the back of it and it's 41.5 grams for a 4-finger Kit Kat, right? So I decided to do some investigating. That's me investigating. So I looked it up and yes, it is smaller. And a Kit Kat used to be 1 centimetre by 4 centimetres. And now it's not. It's 20% smaller. But we're paying more for stuff. Even the crisps, see the multi-pack bag of crisps, the multi-pack, even they're smaller. You get and you buy a grab bag and it's £1 for 1 packet of crisps. And then they reduce the size in the multi-packs. So what's the point in buying multi-packs if everything's getting smaller but you're paying the same price? That's my moan for the day.
Does anyone else get the impression and the feeling in the UK that the great British public, when it comes to being offers goods and services, are just being ripped off at every corner? I mean, it's almost like at the minute that the company's position is this: I know what, your service was good before, it's got worse, but don't worry, because what we're going to do is, when you come to renew, we're going to charge you more for an even worse service, and then tell you that the service you're getting should be good. This is off the back of the video I did in relation to mobile phone networks. And the amount of comments on there from people basically saying how much their signal's worse where they used to get signal, how they're now getting 3G, 4G, it just isn't working. And they're being charged more by the companies for the use of that phone. Water companies. How much sewage is being dumped into the rivers and oceans on a daily and weekly basis? How much billions are meant to be invested in our infrastructure? And of course, who's going to pay for it? The great British bill payer. Don't worry about the billions of pounds that have been sifted back through to their shareholders. Let's just chuck it on all of our bills. Gas and electric, don't worry about that. Even if you don't use gas and electric, fear not, yeah? Because we're going to charge you a daily standing charge every day, even if you don't use anything. Brilliant.
I'm going to get some lunch and I'm walking through the Christmas market. Look at this here. Potato tornado. That one potato is £7 for a fucking potato. One single potato, £7. I'm fucking mad. How the fuck is it £7? Make everything so expensive here. Like literally cannot believe that is £7 for a fucking spiral potato. And it's £7 for a hot chocolate as well, by the way. I just walked past that as well. What a fucking rip-off.
Thought I'd do a little video just to try and prove that all of the locksmith profession isn't there to just rip people off. I had a call earlier today from a lady who said one of her carers that she runs couldn't get into a property due to the key being broken in the lock. So I quoted her for the job. She didn't come back to me. I thought, oh, she's gone elsewhere or whatever. Get a call probably 2 or 3 hours later. She's she said, oh, do you remember this job? Obviously went through the process and stuff. I went, yes, that's not a problem, I'll go there. So I went to the job. The carer wasn't there. I was going to go and do the job and then the carer would turn up and take the keys. Unlocked the door, found that it wasn't the lock that was at fault, it was actually the gearbox itself. So I removed the gearbox, replaced that with a new one, and then I didn't charge, because it's obviously someone vulnerable, I decided that I wasn't going to charge for the cost of the lock, which I replaced as well. So she's got a lock and a gearbox for just the price of the gearbox being changed. It's just an early little Christmas present. Hopefully people will realise that we're not all like the 39ers and 49ers and just trying to rip people off and just getting massive checks for our work.
This is for anybody who lives local to Coventry or are planning to go to the Coventry Christmas market. What in the fucking world was that? I went to the Christmas market. I've never seen such overpriced, underwhelming shite in all my life. You get the opportunity to buy 2 marshmallows on a stick for £4 and hold them over a couple of burning logs. £4. You can have an overpriced cookie for a £5. And I think the hot chocolate was either £5 or £6 as well, which I will add was Cadbury's. You've got one of those potatoes on a stick that's been deep fried and you can pay extra for a little bit of seasoning. There are various different stalls full of tat, and there are some very overpriced, questionable Christmas decorations which you can have personalised with a Sharpie, which are about £10 frigging pounds each. I'm sorry, but it didn't feel Christmassy. It just felt like you were taking the piss. Gutted.
Dear Santa, because I've been good this year, because I've been good for most of this year, fuck it, I'll buy it myself.
So Christmas is just round the corner, and I was thinking of when I were a kid back in the 80s and 90s, and we got some great presents, didn't we, as BMXs, He-Man figures, Star Wars figures, Lego, train sets, Skeletrix. But you always remember them presents you didn't get. Do you know, like a Mr. Frosty set? I always wanted a Mr. Frosty set and never got it. And there were Cadbury's, it was like a mini vending machine, and you put like 5p in it or something, and the little chocolate bars came out. I always wanted one of them and never got one of them. And a dancing Coke can, never got one of them either. They're worth a fortune now if you look online. But there's one thing I do remember, and I don't know how my dad got away with it. My dad used to buy my mum presents like electric carver for doing the turkey. I remember getting excited over it. Or he'd buy her a new ironing board or an iron. Or like a toaster or a microwave. A new pair of sculls. Or She get a new apron or some tea towels or some oven gloves, and I thought, if I did that for my wife, I wouldn't even be speaking to you on here, I'd be dead. Do you know what I mean? What were his dads thinking? I guess it were acceptable to buy presents like that back then. But I just think back, it's like, did my dad have a death wish or something? Do you know what I mean? Did anybody else's dad buy your mum presents like that? Or is it just mine?
Right, shaggers and fandangos, so I could not believe my eyes like when I seen videos of Marks and Spencer's turkey going for 150 fucking quid. What is it? Fucking gold plated? Is it being they're eating fucking gold? Look at that! 150 quid for a fucking turkey. They're all fucking the same bird. What the absolute fuck? Where the fuck are these things staying? Are they out there in Norway or other parts of fucking Scandinavia? Where the fuck are they? Where are they getting them in for? Lapland! We're in the middle of a cost of living crisis and these fuckers, Mark, is out there fucking spending 150 quid, oh sorry, asking people to spend 150 quid on their fucking turkeys. I better come fucking cook, I better come fucking licked by fucking Gelly Brett, eh? Actually, I better come fucking carved as well and sing Christmas songs to you for that fucking price. Sorry kids, you couldn't get you any Christmas, the turkey costs 150 quid. Fuck off! People are here to use food banks and these fuckers are charging 150 quid for a Christmas turkey. And then no doubt on Christmas Day you'll have the people being like, oh, we got our turkey from Marks and Spencer's. Fuck off! Get the same size of turkey for fucking farm food. Iceland and any other fucking supermarket for like 20 quid. That'll probably save you from buying more gear because it's pumped up on the fucking gear. You'll not be able to eat the chicken, you'll be able to fucking sniff it. Has Marks and Spencer's been out there finger fisting all these fucking birds for them to cost that much? These birds must have fucking white set vaginas by now.
So obviously I'm in Japan at the moment and it is, what is it? It's like the 13th of December. And previously I was in China. Nothing's Christmassy and I absolutely love it. At home, Christmas literally starts at the end of August. Sometimes in August. And it just proves how much of a money-making scheme that Christmas is in the West. Because here, yeah, it's just like I mean, they do celebrate it, but it's just not a big deal. And I actually saw them putting up, like 2 days ago, setting up a Christmas market. And I was like, oh, like, is it like closing? And they were like, no, it's not open yet. Like, it's not Christmas yet. We only opened it like the week before. And I'm like, oh, that must be so nice. And it's honestly so nice to just not hear about Christmas every second. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I'm not even going to do Christmas. Like, I hope like this stays like it until Christmas has been and gone. I'm never going to bloody celebrate it again. It's honestly brilliant. But yeah, it's actually so nice to just not have all that fuss. Because really all it is spending money and buying presents. Who's actually religious that's like, I mean, obviously there is some people that are religious, but like England, like no one really is. So like, what are we actually doing about Christmas? Me? Nothing. I'm not doing it. Coming to Japan again. Anyway.
HMRC Christmas scams. Everyone be aware. Save this video for future reference and for later so you don't end up being a victim by all of this and end up losing hundreds if not thousands of pounds due to someone else's greed. So during the Christmas period and beyond, scammers are on the hunt to take people's hard-earned money and HMRC have a massive problem on their hands as a result of all this. Now a number of people have received automated calls where they've been told HMRC is filing a lawsuit against you and if you do not press number 1, the matter will be escalated further, and by the time you've done that, you've gone through to one of their so-called call centers to speak with one of their so-called agents, and before you know it, you've given them bank details and they've taken thousands of pounds from your account. Yes, there is someone that has fallen for this trick. Now, other tactics these nasty scammers have used is the one where they talk about a tax refund. And now when we hear refund, our ears lit up, our eyes lit up, so we're thinking, yeah, this must be the one. Lo and behold, they're telling you to enter your bank details to receive this tax refund. If this is really HMRC, surely they should have your details, right? Or be able to go through your employer to get those details. But this same scam has required people to enter in their bank details, account number, sort code, security code, and all in the name of hair and refund. You've forgotten. You don't give those information freely and readily as that. The one that they do that really gets a lot of people's heart pulsating is the one where they say, you are evading tax and there is an arrest warrant in your name and you have to speak to one of our agents. Now you've done that, Your heart is beating, your brain is probably scattered. You've not given them the information, and now just like that, money's left their account to go to these nasty people. And I say that as someone who works in financial services, so I've had to go through anti-money laundering training, cybersecurity training, and various fraud training. But I always say, if they catch you on the wrong guard, these people, diabolical. They're getting so savvy with it as well. Even the websites they will take you on, it will look like the Gov website, the HMRC website. So if you're not careful, just like that, money's gone. And for me, the Gov website, HMRC have to do a lot more to help people get a bit more savvy with being able to identify different types of fraud, especially that can target the vulnerable, the elderly, and the financially vulnerable. So something I would encourage everyone to do. If you think you're receiving a suspicious call, if they claim to know who you are, get them to provide all your details back to you. Guarantee they lock off the phone. Speak with a trusted family member. You know, not everyone's as savvy when it comes to tech. Speak to someone that you trust. Number 3, put the phone down and tell them about themselves. And number 4, lock off the phone and actually contact HMRC. But please, for the love of God, never give your bank details online or through an unsecured website. You were just asking for trouble. Let's remain clued up and never feel pressurized to part ways of money. Each one teach one, that way no one gets left behind or scammed, especially during this season.
I think WH Smiths wants to hang their head in fucking shame. Now this is WH Smiths. Fair enough it's in the airport, but they are charging £4.19 for a bottle of Pepsi Max. Just a 500ml bottle of Pepsi Max. So as you can see, they've also got the Lucozade at the same price because it was £8.18. I mean, no wonder they're closing in the high street. They're moving into all airports, all train stations. But if I was you guys, and you just walk away from prices like this. They are taking the absolute piss. And us idiots, because we're in an airport, we want to drink, we're stupid enough to pay it. WH Smiths, you want to have a fucking word with yourself, because this is what is really starting to take the mick out of customers. This is pure and utter greed. There's no other word for it. So customers coming into your shop, packets of crisps are over £2 and £4.19 for Pepsi. So look, followers, anybody on TikTok, this is what greed looks like, and this is why WH Smith is failing. £4.19 for a popular bottle, just a small bottle of pop. Absolute daylight robbery. And companies like this want to hang their heads in shame, but they'll not, because they're greedy. And they rely on stupid people like me to pay for it. No more. Absolutely no more. I'd rather drink water out of a tap. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments, guys.
For fuck's sake, can we not just have one thing? I swear to God, this time next year, we're not even going to be fucking celebrating Christmas at this rate. Check it out. Just listen.
So we've just come down to what is described as London's biggest Christmas market. The only problem is, they've called it, if you follow me, they've called it a winter come together.
Fuck's sake.
So my challenge now is to find anywhere in this market that says the word Christmas, maybe the word Jesus, any indication that this is indeed a religious holiday in the UK. We've got winter warmers at the winter market. Is this a Christmas market?
It's a
winter market. A winter market? What's the difference?
Something to do with religion. They can't say Christmas, but...
So apparently the stall traders here have been told they can't say the word Christmas.
Now you all clearly heard that. The market traders have been told they're not allowed to use the word Christmas. And he even said it's because of religion. What the actual fuck? So you're telling me, with all the different cultures we have in this country that are allowed to come over, practice their beliefs and their religions, and freely allowed to do so, but yet everything for the British person is constantly being fucking taken away? Someone make that make fucking sense. Why are we allowing our identities to be completely fucking taken away? Calling these markets winter markets now does not fucking make sense, because they're not there throughout the whole of winter, are they? You know, they're surrounded by Christmas trees, Christmas decorations, Christmas lights, the smell of Christmas. And yet they're not even allowed to call it a Christmas fucking market anymore. I totally get why I constantly keep seeing one comment saying, please stop the world, I want to get off. We was once known as Great Britain, but as far as I'm concerned, it's called fucking shit Britain now.
Unboxing another scam advent calendar, Grinch edition. For this episode, I ordered this bad boy in mid-November, and it arrived on the 12th of December. So, a little scammy in its delivery already. Don't know what you'd have to say to your little ones. We ordered you a Grinch advent calendar, Johnny, and the Grinch stole it. Actually, you could say that for any advent calendar you've bought and save money. Life hack. This is what it's supposed to look like. Something you'll notice right off the bat is that it originally cost £25, so I've snagged myself a dozy of a deal here. You've got beautiful little figures here, all from the animated movie, of course starring Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm a Jim Carrey live-action man myself. But if we look at the product description, we see that these are long-lasting, resin-coated toys, designed to be played with year after year. We also, of course, have the words of Dr. Seuss himself emblazoned across the front of the product. Dalmu, Dalmu, Dalmu. Also, I just noticed on the back of the box, for directions of safe use, open box at random and get a blind box surprise bought by a cute green-haired monster green. Oh my God. I'm not even going to say anything, guys. Every single one of these is a crock plug attachment. Every single one of them. So I've already got images of poor Johnny at Christmas with his long-lasting resin toys playing with generic Santa and Merry McChristmas face. Every year, getting these out to... Imagine if you didn't even have Crocs. That's how sad this gift is. Let's have a look at them though. To be fair, there are actually Grinch characters in here. We have Grinch, Max, Grinch face. We have Okay Grinch, Thirsty Grinch, Dabbing Elf, Ayo Grinch, Give Me Candy Grinch, Tattoo Storefront, Tattoo Storefront 2. No repeats, eh? Remember that teddy bear gingerbread man? Angel Grinch? What is that? What is it? He looks like one of the Transformers. Like Starscream or something. Gonk. Gonk folie à deux. No repeats. Gonk number 12. Gonk number 4. Eat my shorts, Inch. Have a dabbing Santa. Me, 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 me. This is pretty appalling stuff. Delivered late. Supposed to be £25. All resin play things. And if you don't have a crock, you're doomed. Good job. I do have a crock. This isn't mine. Let's give it a try. You know what? To be fair, let's stick them on the front. There you go. There you go, Timmy. You've got a Grinch toe cap. Daddy loves you. Gonna give this one a 0 out of 5. I think this is possibly the most classic Scamvent calendar we've had of the series. Delivered late. Supposedly £25 in original value. Resin figures based off an animated film. All of them are crock plugs that don't really fit Crocs. So, yeah, it's a bad one. Join me next time for more Scamvent-related fun times. Until then, give us a follow.
Can we please normalise not trying to scam and rip off small businesses this Christmas? Please. I've had my 5th one this week. Yay! Just what I want before Christmas. Money being taken off me when they are lying. Please note that all orders are tracked and have photos taken when they are delivered. Please tell me why we have had people this week have their parcels delivered. The door is open. They are holding the parcel with the same rings and tattoo they have in their TikTok videos. Just know that I am going to go detective whenever a refund request comes in. I do my research before I commit to any refunds or any replacements or anything sent out, because I have to do that to protect my business. Because, believe it or not, I am running my business to earn money to feed my family and pay my bills. I mean, who'd have thought that it's a job that earns money to live? And just know that I am that person that will go all the way if you try and rip my business off. Because I will collect all the evidence and take you to small claims just to prove a point. I will happily pay the money to take you to court, because you probably won't turn up to court, with all my evidence that I've collected, and I will get my money back, plus I will teach you a lesson. And hopefully, me being that person that will go out my way to do that, because I am petty like that, it will stop you doing it to somebody else who is probably not as fortunate to be able to do that, or has the balls to do that, like I do. So can we normalise not scamming more businesses at Christmas, or just any time? It'd be much appreciated.
Hey guys, I'm going to do a story time, but I need to talk a little bit quiet because my son is sleeping, and I don't want to wake him up. But I'm going to do a story time on how I got scammed. I know, don't even. It literally happened like last week. But anyway, they didn't ignore my messages. So I said to him, I'm just gonna bait you out, to be honest. Because they gave me £207. And £200 might not seem a lot, but like, it's literally coming to Christmas. Like, it is kind of a big deal. Like, I could have used that £200 to get my son something. I could have used that £200 to last me for the rest of the month, because I am broke after buying everyone fucking Christmas presents. But this is what happens. I seen this company on TikTok. They had 60k followers on TikTok, right? So you're thinking like it must be legit. They were like this company that like rent out like hotels and like private stays, and it's my boyfriend's birthday on the 30th of December of this month. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna like book a place with them, because they were doing it like quite cheap as well. And like you're thinking that, oh, 60k followers, like surely it's legit, you know what I mean? And then I also went on their Instagram. Their Instagram's got like 12k followers. So I was thinking that, oh, it's legit, you know what I mean? And if you go on the government website, their company comes up on the government website, so it's like a legit company. Anyway, so I booked with these people. I messaged them asking to book. They didn't end up replying till the next day, so I ended up booking somewhere on Airbnb. But then on Airbnb you have to get like accepted by the person that's hosting it, and they didn't accept me, so I got my money back for that. And I was just like, oh, I'll just book for you guys instead. Anyway, I was messaging them. I bought this place, I think it was in Manchester. Really nice place, had like a hot tub and stuff, and like a balcony, and like you could see like the views were like really good. So anyway, I'm booking with them, and then it's gone to send them the money. I've sent them the money, and then when I've sent them the money, they didn't reply the whole night, and they said they were gonna finalise everything, send me a confirmation email, like asking for my email and stuff. So I'm thinking, oh, like I'm gonna get an email or whatever. Anyway, I'm checking my emails, no email, so I messaged them like, hello, you just took my money, you not replied to me. You said I was gonna get an email, but I've literally received nothing, like, what's going on? And then they've just not replied to my messages, and it gets to the next day not replying, and then finally the morning after, so 2 days later, they finally reply, and then when they finally replied, I was like, listen, I want to cancel my stay because you took my money, you've not communicated with me, you've not sent me no email, like, it's just sketchy, I want my money back. So they were like, oh, we're finalising everything now, but if you want a refund, that's fine, send me details and I'll send you the money back. So I was like, okay, sent them my bank details, and then when they sent the bank details, they just aired me, like, read my message and just aired me, and I was just like, my details are there, like, can you send it? Gets to the next day, they still haven't sent the money. So and still ignore my messages, like just literally been delivered like all the time. And I was just like, right, this is just getting like to be a piss take, to be honest. And then also, if you can hear TV in the background, it's Top Boy. Anyway, and then I forgot where I was at. Yeah, they're still not replying to me after I sent them my details. And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they just took my money. And then finally, another 24 hours later, like, it's taken a whole day or two for these guys to reply to me. They were like, oh, we've sent the money on our hand, has it not come over on your end? I'm like, no. Showed them like my bank, like saying that like no money's come through. Showed them my bank, I was like, no, nothing's come through. Can you show me like your side of things? They then aired my message again, and I was like, why are you ignoring me? Can you please answer me? I'm starting to think this is a scam. Then they literally read all my messages, on WhatsApp by the way, read all my messages, 2 blue ticks on all the messages, and just ignored my messages, aired it, just left it on open. And I was like, what the fuck? And since that day, I'm still waiting. It's been like a whole week now. Like, I actually am so pissed off. Like, they've literally took my money. I've even messaged them on Instagram, and then when I messaged them on Instagram, I explained the story to them on Instagram. They then ignored my message on Instagram as well. I also sent them an email, no email back. So yeah, I've got no choice but just to bait them out, to be honest. Don't book with these people, they are scammers. And if this video gets like quite a lot of views, I will show you the receipts, I will show you the screenshots. Like, I literally have all of them. They are scammers, and it's just, I just don't understand, like, because obviously they're a legit business, because I like looked around about them, so I don't know where they've got this.
This tastes like regret and boiled disappointment. Cost me nearly a tenner. The whole thing's a perfect storm. Overpriced food, freezing weather, and Brits convincing themselves they're having a lovely time while being thoroughly mugged off. Back in my day, if someone ripped you off, they at least had the decency to feel ashamed. Now they stick fairy lights on it and call it an experience. Christmas markets aren't about joy anymore. They're about seeing how much shit people will buy before they notice. Still, we'll go again next year. We always do, because nothing says Christmas like paying too much for not very much and pretending it's charming. Cheerio, keep your peckers up, and I will see you all in the next video.